Data-driven pivoting is one of the ways to ensure evidence-based decision-making. It's about measuring for potential failure points and not just measuring for success. A great example of this is Adobe. Way back in 2013, Adobe knew the software industry was at a tipping point. Rather than resist the trend, Adobe mined customer behavior data and other data sets and saw that the trend was heading towards the cloud. So they made a bold move to pivot away from their traditional software and designed the Adobe Creative Cloud, a subscription-based service which has helped Adobe establish themselves as a leader in this space. Adobe took a more evidence-based approach when planning their pivot. If you want to be able to take data-driven pivots, there are 3 key actions for you to take. Number 1, be clear on the decisions you need to make and use quantifiable evidence. This objectivity helps in mitigating biases that might cloud your judgment. Number 2, don't be afraid to quantify uncertainty. Absolute certainty is impossible. Nevertheless, by looking at this and understanding it, it forces you to address the sources of your uncertainty. It helps you to build a much better decision base. Thirdly, test before you pivot. Don't just tinker and pray. Find your uncertainties and variables and run small, quick experiments to be more confident that you're pivoting in the right direction. What might go wrong? How will you know? What will you do? Big pivot stories often sound bold and daring, but the truth is there's usually a whole lot of data and evidence that has been behind the decisions being made in the first place that's guided that bold move.